People who become challenging usually become challenging due to a limiting belief. So my limiting belief around being stupid, that then makes me a challenging human being. When faced with certain sets of circumstances, it brings out the worst in me. So understanding that about myself means that I can feel it in my body when I am that thing called triggered. So when I feel triggered, my stomach goes tight, my shoulders go up, my neck disappears, my double chin enlarges, and my face, and I can feel all of those things happening at once. And then I change my breathing, because I know I'm going into the amygdala fight or flight response. And the first thing that will take you out of that is the breath. So she says, oh yes, I forgot to breathe. Yes, so breathing, slowing down your breathing, so you're breathing in for less time than you're breathing out. You elongate your out breath. They call this heart maths. Well, it's American, they call it heart math. And it's literally bringing it in for 5 and breathing out for 8. And it's something you can actually do in a meeting when you seriously want to kill somebody. It just brings you back into the being nice, kind of like element. Yes, put the knife down, put it down. Yeah, exactly. But oh, come on, I mean, because it can either be the person who talks too slowly, the person who talks too long, the person who repeats what you said as if it was their idea, and the person who steals your idea, or meetings are difficult, especially in hot weather, but meetings are difficult. And so changing your breathing actually keeps you in the prefrontal cortex, and also it just calms you down. Because the interesting thing about the brain is if it starts to go into a fight or flight response, it responds to the breath, because the first thing we start doing is breathing quite quickly. So if we slow down our breathing, the brain goes, oh, the issue must be averted. It's exactly the same. Like if you smile, it actually sends happy chemicals to the brain. So you don't just smile because you're happy, it's the other way around too. And there's all sorts of things that you can do about power poses, and there's all sorts of things that you can do in terms of use of language. I know it's very annoying, the power pose. I just wear high shoes that I can't walk in. Doing the power pose. And standing over is also a particularly annoying power pose. But there's all sorts of ways in which people pull power back to themselves. But the easiest way to do it is to steal it from other people. And that's what starts to happen in meetings.